Have you ever wondered why Dracula, the most famous vampire of them all, is often associated with bats? It's a question that's piqued the curiosity of many, and to unravel this mystery we must delve into the origins of Dracula himself. Bram Stoker, the mastermind behind the novel Dracula, published in the late 19th century, didn't just conjure up this iconic character out of thin air. The blood-curdling vampire was inspired by a blend of sources, including Eastern European folklore boasting tales of blood-sucking creatures such as the Strigoi and Nosferatu. Then, there were the Irish legends of the Abartak, a vampire known for its shape-shifting abilities, and let's not forget the real-life figure of Vlad III Dracula, a 15th-century Romanian prince known for his ruthlessness. Interestingly, in Stoker's original narrative, bats didn't make an appearance. Instead, Dracula demonstrated an affinity for other forms, a wolf and mist. Bats, the creatures we so commonly associate with this legendary vampire, were conspicuously absent from Stoker's original vision. This raises a fascinating question. If bats were not integral to the creation of Dracula, how did these nocturnal creatures become so tightly entwined with his image in popular culture? So, if bats weren't a part of Stoker's original vision, where did the association come from? To find the answer, we'll need to look beyond the pages of Stoker's novel and into the world of film adaptations and real-life vampire bats. But that's a story for another scene. The answer to the Bat-Dracula link lies in early Hollywood's creative liberties. The silver screen, with its penchant for the dramatic and eerie, played a crucial role in forging this connection. It was during the 1930s that Hollywood first depicted Dracula morphing into a bat. The choice wasn't random. Bats, with their nocturnal habits, association with blood, and a somewhat creepy aura, seemed a fitting choice. They added an extra layer of mystery and horror to the already chilling character of Dracula. It was a visual spectacle, a transformation that was both frightening and fascinating. Yet it's crucial to remember that this portrayal was a far cry from Bram Stoker's original novel. In his pages, Dracula took the form of a wolf and mist, but never a bat. Nevertheless, this cinematic interpretation was so captivating that it became a staple in the Dracula and vampire mythos. It was a creative liberty that, over time, turned into an accepted fact. This association between Dracula and bats was further reinforced by the existence of real-life vampire bats in South America. These creatures, which feed on the blood of animals, seem to lend some credibility to the bat-vampire link in popular culture. But there's more to the story. Let's delve into the world of real-life vampire bats. The existence of real-life vampire bats in South America further cemented the bat-vampire link in popular culture. Indeed, the image of a flapping bat silhouetted against the full moon has become as much a symbol of vampires as the undead aristocrats themselves. But let's delve into the nature of these real-life creatures, the vampire bats. Vampire bats are unique creatures. They're the only mammals that survive solely on blood, a diet known as hematophagy. These bats feed on the blood of other animals, typically livestock, and contrary to popular belief, they don't suck blood. They make a small incision with their razor-sharp teeth and lap up the blood. Now, this behavior of vampire bats, no doubt, reinforces the bat-vampire connection in popular culture. But here's the catch. Vampire bats and the Dracula myth are entirely unrelated. While it's true that vampire bats feed on blood, they are not the undead. They don't transform into human form, and they certainly don't possess supernatural powers. This is where reality and fiction diverge. The vampire bat is a creature of the animal kingdom, existing in a world governed by nature's laws. On the other hand, Count Dracula is a creature of the imagination, existing in a world governed by the laws of fiction and folklore. While vampire bats, with their blood-feeding habits, might have added to the eerie aura surrounding vampires, they are not the source of vampire myths. These myths have their roots in Eastern European folklore, Irish legends, and the life of Vlad III Dracula, a 15th-century Romanian prince known for his ruthlessness. The association between bats and vampires, particularly Dracula, is primarily a product of creative liberties taken in adaptations. It's a connection that has been reinforced over time by pop culture and the existence of real-life vampire bats. So, while bats and Dracula have become intertwined in popular culture, it's important to remember that this connection is more a product of fiction than fact. Let's not allow the glimmer of Hollywood or the pages of a novel to blur the line between reality and myth.